So, we now know Miss Lotta really wanted to take a picture of a freaking lake monster. Good. But how does that help us? You're not a researcher at a university. Who cares? You're an investigative photographer. Who cares? Imagine what school would be if you got a picture of that monster. Who cares? And that's why you were camping out by the lake. Who cares? But that's all I was hiding. Okay. When I heard the bang, I looked straight at the lake. Okay, got it. There wasn't much else, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Got it. Then I saw a flash near one of the man's hands. Okay, so do we still lose points for pressing on things? Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time?
Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass and nowhere was on the shore neither.
I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Kama any other way. There has to be something. Okay, why? Then what manner of person are you?
I'm not sure I'm high-faulting enough to be called a manner or anything.
You're an investigative photographer. An investigative photographer?
Yep. You got your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year. And guess what?
What?
There was a UFO just hanging in the sky.
A UFO?
You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO. That's when I had sort of revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer.
I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy?
Heck yeah, they even had him up on the TV.
I'm not sure that appearing on the local news rumor of the month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe.
Hey, that's also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real.
Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. And that's why you're camping out by the lake. And that's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera.
Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. And analyzes every sound and picks it up. When it gets a bang,
it snaps a shot.
Yep.
So, how many pictures has it taken so far?
The only time the camera triggered was that night.
But the gun fired 3 times! I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake.
Heck, if word got out that I was up to the lake, it'd be swarming with competitors.
Competitors?
Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs, trying to steal my scoop.
Ah. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth?
Well, actually...
Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case. Whatever you say, Bronkama, I know you told her to keep quiet. Exactly what sort of sound was it?
Well, I'd never heard of one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. I was a lot sharper of a sound than I would have expected.
So you just watched the boat the whole time? There wasn't much else to look at?
Yep.
I don't know if she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there. I kinda doubt she wasted any time looking at a boat.
What? What did I do now? What do you give me that look for?
Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there.
Okay, let's present the Gordy paper. He said it was time for some evidence? It's time for some evidence. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat?
But what's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it.
I agree any normal person would. But you are far from normal.
What? Y'all want to step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any signs of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give a boat the second thought.
Ah.
Gotcha. Order, continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You need them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Gotcha. Well,
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of skin the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I was just thought, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching the boat till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got the photograph. You got proof.
Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo and...
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what?
What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second.
She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who...
But you can't really tell from the photo who is shooting.
That's why she said she's gonna enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality it might, but should let us see who's who.
She enlarged the photo. Why won't Roncama let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet the enlarged photo shows something bad for Roncama. This is my chance. If I'm wrong though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? Make her show the enlargement! Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photo, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
But because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in the court in the first place. You old fool.
Aha!
What is the meaning of this, Von Comma?
Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence.
Objection denied. This witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Aha! Lake photo taken automatically on 12/25 at 12:15 a.m.
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
There has to be something.
You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
I suppose this means the cross-examination
is over, obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of time.
Mr. Orkhammer, do you have anything to add? I stated
everything I needed when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad. Real bad. What should I do? Object to the show other evidence? Yeah, show other evidence. Well, wait. Your Honor, this evidence.
I believe we spent enough time talking about evidence.
Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. I see no point in retracting our steps. This is bad. Real bad. What should I do? Let me... Wait. Am I an idiot? Okay, so he's facing this... That's his left hand. They're holding the gun in their left hand. Object to the enlargement? Your Honor, there's something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Aha. Also, I want you guys to know, when I was doing that thing where I just said, when I was saying he was facing this way, I physically turned my body just to have my hand positioned in the same position, to just see which side of the gun he was holding it with. Mr. Wright, you will show this court what you mean is strange about this photo. Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding that pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Oh, let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that this left hand contradicts. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting that pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Yes. Suck it, Von Karma.
Now then, now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you have given us definitive proof today. We know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
Larry Butts. The victim himself. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order, order. So, you're saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet.
There is no way it could have been suicide.
No, Phoenix. A meter is closer to like 3 feet 7 inches. I'm pretty sure. A yard is 3 feet. But you know what? Carry on. Wait, I am right about this, right? Okay, Google. How far is a meter in yards? Yeah, it's a little over okay, so you know, it's about like 3 feet, I guess. Nope, it's 3 feet 3 inches. I was off by like 4 inches. Okay. But you know what? Point still stands.
Mr. Roncom, are you sure of the accuracy of your data?
Of course, I have already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
Okay, new autopsy report, because we can never get a good autopsy report in this game. Time of death, sometime on the 24th or 25th, shot from approximately 1 meter away.
I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveals the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter.
Simple. Here's what we do. There's 2 people on the boat. The victim and the murderer. Victim was shot by murderer. Went back to the lake. Gunshot twice at that moment. No, gunshot once. Yeah, gunshot twice on the lake. Murderer goes back to shore. Edgeworth is just around the lake because he's like, I want to look at Gordy. And then dude's like, oh crap, there's a witness. Shoots the gun. Realized he only had that third remaining bullet and missed Edgeworth. Edgeworth walked away, kind of shook, but not really shook because he's very composed. Therefore, Edgeworth was just happened to be there at the wrong time. Easy.
This court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
December 26, 1:15 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Whew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? shooter was about to meet, or Edgeworth and that man were both on the lake. That man shot the gun twice just to spook Edgeworth. Edgeworth they both then just went back on their merry way. Edgeworth starts to walk away, that guy stays there. Someone picks up that gun and ends up shooting the victim. There has to be an explanation for how Edgeworth could be there and not be the killer. Oh, what? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Come on, say it. Say it, Edgeworth. Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? God dang it, he refused to say thank you. I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I requisitioned? Requisitioned, that's what it is. I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood out was the bang she heard. I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight. Okay. To be continued. Well. Save progress? Of course. I'll see you guys next time where we continue the investigation. So until then, bye for now.